Depot Bay, Oregon. I've just did a bunch of videos on this, and I'll start heading south now. Time to head back to the Ponderosa, little Joe. Hoss Cartwright. That guy was one of my favorite actors of all time. He always played those parts where he could just go pick the guy up and throw him across the room. And I think he could do it in real life, actually. His name was Dan something. I love Depot Bay. I try to come here about 5 or 6 times a year. Holy smokes. That lady just about backed into the side of me. Oh, she's still going too. She almost hit someone else behind me. Wow. Sometimes you just have to honk at people to get them to stop. You're not trying to be rude, you're just... You have to honk or they can't see or hear you at all. You're in their blind spot. All right, what time is it? 12 o'clock in the afternoon. 11:58. Be there or be square. What the hell? Look at all these people going home on Sunday afternoon. You know, they came down Friday and Saturday. Next week is Labor Day. The first of September on Monday. So then everybody goes back to school, and then all the senior citizens in their motorhomes and stuff start traveling south for the winter. They always wait a couple weeks after school starts. They wait about 2 weeks after school starts, and then they start, you know, I mean, they're already on the road. They full time on the road. But then the traffic on the road goes down to half, and they start heading south to Arizona, New Mexico. I mean, some of them go as far as Florida, which, that's a long ways. See, there's Idaho. Those are just out here for a week before school starts. Wow, there was a car from Oregon here. Imagine that. These people will not slow down, so if you're on the road, you better slow down and stay away from them. They're not going to be the ones to slow down. Not going to happen. So if you want to avoid trouble, you have to be the one to slow down. That's how it is. Someone living in a van. Beautiful place to live in a van. Yeah, so school starts in 1 week. 2 or 3 weeks, all the senior citizens start leaving this area over the next 4 weeks after that and heading south. And they'll take, I don't know, they'll take a month to get down there. Nobody wants to go to Arizona before, you know, October. I'm on the back road heading from Depot Bay to Devil's Punch Bowl up here. Yeah, it's 12 o'clock noon. I've been up since 5:30 a.m. I've kind of adjusted my life, you know. I go to bed by 9 o'clock every night. Sometimes 8:30. I get 8 hours sleep. I drink a lot of water. I just lost 75 pounds this year, like 9 months. So I just lost 75 pounds. You can go to my playlist if that interests you and see how I did it. Or I can save you time. Mostly water and vegetables. That's what works for me. I just spent about 8 or 9 months eating vegetables and drinking 3/4 of a gallon of water a day, and I gave up salt, sugar, everything. I eat very few carbs. I do eat carbs. I eat canned fish quite a bit. I do eat a hamburger once a month. I eat a piece of red meat, just a piece, like every 5 weeks. I eat a piece of chicken every 2 weeks. Only cooked in extra virgin olive oil, and I have oatmeal and rice. Quaker Oats old-fashioned oatmeal, that stuff, I love it. Put some fruit on it, a little honey, cook it. Oh, I love it. Look at this beautiful thing here. Look at how cool it is. Look at that, wow. So that's how I lost 75 pounds in the last few months. I mean, not really a few. It's been 8 or 9 months. So I guess the point was I was telling you, you know, and I sleep way better. I don't eat past 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I might actually be turning into an old person. No, it's pretty amazing. I give, you know, Jesus all the credit. I'm a Christian, but for my body to be 63 years old this year and to lose that much weight without no exercise or anything, just by adjusting the food I eat and the amount I eat. I gave up coffee, most juices, most milk. I do eat 2 or 3 eggs every week. Maybe like an egg sandwich. No mayonnaise, no ketchup, nothing. I might put pickles on it. I'm eating extremely boring. But hey, the proof is in the results. The proof is in the results. Look at how happy they are looking over that. That family sitting there looking over the ocean. A family that plays together stays together. That's pretty much out of the Bible. A family who does things together will always love each other and stay together. Most families who do things separately, they always end up splitting up. That's been my experience in my lifetime, to watch people. Something about the human heart. When you're having fun with your parents, and you don't really see them as your parents all the time, you actually see them as people who know how to go and have fun. It makes you love your parents on a much deeper level. Or like if you work with your parents. Like I worked with my dad since 10 years old, so I had a much deeper love and appreciation for my dad. Because we did everything together, see? And that's a bond, B-O-N-D. That's a bond that a child needs from their parents. I don't care if you say, look at the view down here, look. That's where we're heading down there, Devil's Punch Bowl. If you have a son or a daughter, it doesn't matter, and you just do like a woodworking project together. Or even taking your kids out in the yard and planting flowers so they can grow together. And you explain the process to them, what's going to happen, how it's going to work. Or cooking together. Most parents don't teach their children how to cook today. You're really doing your children a disservice by not teaching them how to cook. I mean, by the time I was 14 or 15 years old, my mother taught me how to make lasagna. My dad showed me how to make hamburgers, French toast, steaks, you know, you name it. I can make omelets, fry eggs. Today, most people under 30 years old never cook at their house. They go to the Safeway deli and order all their food 7 days a week. They don't even know how to cook some of this stuff. Well, what you need to do is have fresh vegetables and fruit and fresh ingredients, healthy, low-fat, very low-fat foods cooked at your house. And take the advice of a 60-plus-year-old man. You have to teach your children how to cook those healthy meals. Because one day they're going to grow up And if they do not identify with where food comes from. Now me, I grew up on a farm, so I saw all the food being grown and produced around me back in Iowa. And then I worked in a packing house, so I knew how you get the food off of the animal to put it in a nice way. And then I worked in restaurants for 25 years in management, so then I knew how to cook all the food. So I mean, I'm not bragging, I'm just saying that's the, you know, the low level of jobs I had in my lifetime. And it really, I mean, it just made my life so much better. Rock, O-T-T-E-R, otter, like a sea otter. Otter Rock and Devil's Punch Bowl, right down here. This is where a lot of people, this place, about 6-7 years ago, nobody would go surfing here. Now there's like 50 people who come here every day to go surfing. Because it's got all the facilities and everything. They'll be out here surfing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, yeah. And if you go down the road a little ways to Newport, there's a surf shop across from the lighthouse entrance. Oh man, we probably won't even get a spot up here. But you never know. God always blesses me with some place to park, even though it's packed. I'm not trying to challenge him, you know, but a lot of surfers, they live in a $20,000 Sprinter van. Like they work a couple years and then save all their money and then just go surfing for a couple of years. Like here, see, these are all surfer dudes. And they don't really care about anything fancy. Wow, the parking lot's completely packed. There's a surfer dude. Cowabunga, dude! I myself am not a surfer. My extent of surfing knowledge is from old surfing movies from the 1960s on TV or whatever. But people are really in it. You have to wear wetsuits up here or you'll freeze. The temperature of the water is not warm like in California. Look at this. These are all surfers. Every single one of them. Look. Now look at this four-wheel drive camper slash truck camper slash awesome vehicle. Look at that. That is so cool. Whoa. That thing had to cost $150,000 to $200,000. Incredible. No way, there's a spot right here. Oh, for customers only. It's a wine tasting room. I don't feel like whining about anything, so I guess you can go in there and whine about your life if you want to. Well, I don't know here. Probably can't get a clam chowder anyway because the place is swamped, so. I don't think I'm gonna get anything here. I'm probably just gonna leave and go through Newport. It's kind of like everybody trying to get something going here. I thought that guy was going to move that car. No, he's just adjusting his binoculars. Look at all those people checking it out. Oh, here's one right here. I will let these people pull out the binocular. Oh, sorry. Sorry about that. Let's see if these people can. They are leaving, so I'm just going to wait and let everybody else go around me. If my wife was with me, I'd have her go in and order while I was sitting here. I think I'll pause the video because this is a little too much excitement. Yes! I knew the Lord would give me a spot if I just... He was trying to teach me how to be patient. Just be patient. My mother used to say, patience is a virtue. It also will get you anything you can desire if you just want to be a little patient. Now I can sell this spot to some tourists from Pocatello, Idaho for $10. That'd be rude.